want to support the platform just in case anything like this happens again, you can do it by way of PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and also by the Anchor. And you can also further support the platform by way of going to the Teespring store or the shoe store that is located in the comment section below.
Friend is the one who police say gave the little boy the alcohol. Casey Hill in disbelief when she first saw this video.
He's 6.
That's right. Her 6-year-old son is seen roaming around a gas station drinking a bottle of Smirnoff Ice. He even offers some to another customer.
And when I watched the video, it was firmly a bottle. And yeah, a 6-year-old's not going to be able to open a bottle of beer.
Police say the boy's father's girlfriend, Victoria Hampton, had been watching the child, and they say she gave him the alcohol after buying it at the gas station, the Marathon in Hanover Township.
You might as well just give him drugs. You know what I mean? To me, that's the same thing. He's 6. You know, you're impairing his judgment either way.
Marathon employees called 911 to report Hampton.
He's just sitting in the car, he's drinking a beer.
Butler County Sheriff's deputies arrived. Hampton reportedly said it was a mistake and they were allowed to leave. When deputies showed up at her home, they said they found the child on a scooter in the middle of the road drinking another Smirnoff Ice. The child told deputies Hampton gave him Smirnoff before because it helps him sleep at night.
I don't think I have the full story on what happened with my baby.
Hampton was then arrested.
So I want y'all to pay attention to the fact that the woman on the far right is the girlfriend of the father who was who had the responsibility, the guardianship of watching the child, right? That walked into the gas station. And the gas station attendants called police, and police wanted to get her, but she gave the excuse of like, oh, well, you know, it was a mistake how he ended up getting that. And police was like, okay, well, you know, they were probably like, well, you know, it's not really much, you know, alcohol, whatever it is, you know, we're not going to, in a sense, you know, arrest you or anything like that. Just make sure it doesn't happen again. Be more careful next time. Like I said, I pretty much know what it is that cop stated, because they didn't give her any type of ticket. They didn't try to jail her or anything like that. They let her slide, even though she gave or allowed this child to have alcohol. So then after that, they went to go to the home because the workers called again, and they were just so angry that they wanted to serve her a no trespass, aka, hey, we don't want you coming around to our establishment anymore because of, you know, whatever reasons, right? So when police got that call, they went over to the residence and they wanted to serve her this no trespass. They wanted to, you know, let her know that, hey, you can no longer come to this. The manager or whoever there, the owners, they said that they don't want you coming to that place. If we catch you there, then you will be arrested, jail time and all that other good stuff, right? So then they end up finding out that the child is yet again in possession of another alcoholic beverage. And then that's when they wanted to basically get her. And this is the main thing that I try to state to people on this platform. This is how this works when you are Caucasian. You are given a multitude of times to mess up, to do the wrong things, because this is the system that they have created for themselves to enable certain types of behavior. Because when they look at themselves, they think about, yo, you know, my dad back in the day, you know, he gave me like a brew, whatever it was, you know, yada, yada, yada. So I understand, you know, a little bit it is wrong, but, you know, I went through similar things. Or maybe the cop was like, you know what, I got people in my family, or I've done the same thing before, you know, it's really nothing, you know, it's whatever it is. It's pretty much normal, you know. So when they happen to see their own doing wrong, they internalize and they see themselves. And because they can internalize and see themselves, this is why they don't go so hard on their own people whenever they do the utmost wrong, even if that person who looks just like them means to try to take their life, means that they're trying to take the life of somebody else, means that they're trying to, you know, do a variety of things which we all know is against the law, right? The cops will enable these people. As I stated to you before, the cops enabled this woman to not only do it once, but to do it yet again, which is the main reason why she ended up getting caught. And then you heard directly what they stated about the child. They stated that the child said that, yo, they give it to me because it helps me go to sleep. That's a shame. That's a shame. You're gonna basically have this child hooked on alcohol at a very young age, and they don't even realize what that's doing to his body and his mind at this moment in time. And he's not even realistically understanding or able to comprehend it because he is a child. And then the woman that you heard periodically throughout the news clip is the woman on the left, which is the mother. And obviously she is not with the father, not sure if they were married or how it basically worked, but you know, she is like, hey, how was this able to happen? I need to know more about what is taking place with my child. How come I was not notified? Like I said before, whenever people want to look at certain things, right? Just shifting this over just a little bit. Whenever people want to look at the black community, they want to look at everything as complete chaos. They want to look at everything as being in a disarray, total disarray. But yet the white community has the same, if not worse, that goes on. The only difference is that the media does a very good job at not portraying it in a certain type of way or a certain type of light, right? Everybody is completely hard and heartless, right, when it comes to the black community. But magically, everybody, including the black community, have a heart when it deals with white people going through a lot of things, right? You see how that works? And it's not in a sense because black people are, in the mindset of being slaves or different things of that nature. That's because we have the unique ability to try to sympathize and empathize with other individuals that we see are going through problems and complications that we have more than likely gone through and or have faced and defeated, or because we know somebody who is reflective of us that we are able to see on the outside, going through these things. So we're like, yo, I sympathize with their story. I feel bad, for them, and they need therapy and all this other type of stuff. This is why you have black people being the utmost sympathetic and empathetic when it comes to everybody else's problems and situations. And this is yet again within the same vein the reason why black people are also treated the way that they are treated, because we are so empathetic and sympathetic to everybody else except for our own. And nor do we request or require the same sympathy or empathy for the exact same situations, if not worse, from everybody else that we've always given all of this energy to. But like I said before, this is just a note to a lot of people out there. Just because you think that the white community out there is perfect, this story, many other stories that I've covered before, showcases to you that it's just not. You can go over whatever statistics that you want to happen to go through, but the fact of the matter is that they're either going through, somewhat of similar things, if not worse, when it deals with their own people, when it deals with the crime that goes on, when it deals with the alcoholism and the drug use and the trafficking and the amount of violence and domestic disturbances and the DUIs and money laundering and counterfeit bills and jail time, prison time, murders and kills. And like I said, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. So like I said before you decide to want to speak and always talk about the black community, make sure you focus on what it is that the white community is doing and always has been doing, and what they will always continue to do in the future.